Hello and welcome to another Dynasty baseball series, What If series. We did one with the 1975 World Series, as you can see here, um, with the Red Sox losing to the Reds like they did, well, by the same margin, 4 games to 3, um, losing Game 7. In this case, it was 10-12. I mean, yeah, well, they lost 12-10. But they were ahead going into the ninth inning and unfortunately lost it there. So in dramatic fashion, after going up 3 games to 1 in the actual series, so we had hope for them, but they lost the last 3 games to lose the series. So that was as the actual series went, as far as 4 games to 3 and all that stuff. So and actually it does say 4 games to 3 here too. Okay. Oh, probably because I played 2 series and that's what they ended up equaling at 4 games to 3. That makes sense. Uh, there you go. Yeah, so I ended up breaking it down into 2 different series. Yeah, so that's your summary there. But I broke it down into 2 different playthroughs because I accidentally closed one out here. But ended up saving it all in the whole series, so that's good. But yep, so that was the series there. That was very painful. So this was another painful series in actuality. When I was in college, I watched this, and the Red Sox were ahead 2 games to 0, and then the Mets tied it up at 2 games to 2, and then the Red Sox went ahead 3 games to 2, and you all know what happened in Game 6, the Bill Buckner game. Enough. I call it the Bob Stanley game too, because I think he had just as much, if not bigger, part in that loss. A few others involved in too, Calvin Giraldi and others there. But anyway, and then losing Game 7. But so I thought I'd do another series here. I did the free trial of Dynasty Baseball and decided to sign up for a month. So I want to kind of use it before it runs out and see if I can get another series and do another what if and maybe have this one be a little bit better result, but we'll see. So in actuality, they did lose this one 4 games to 3. So let's join the game. And we're going to have to start from scratch here, so I'm going to make the lineups. At least for just for the game 1 here. Go through that and then play the game. And see how many games it takes, hopefully with better results than the actual series. But there's not really a lot I'm going to put in here as far as players. Like Jim Rice, I know, didn't play in the actual series. I don't know if there were any Red Sox players that were injured going before the series started. I don't recall it. But we'll find out and as we make the lineups. Alright, so here we go. So let's take a look at the actual Game 1. Let's take a look at the Red Sox batting here. And again, I'm just going to do it for the Red Sox. I'll let the computer do it for the other team, obviously. So let's take a look here. And see if we notice there's any games that are different. So let's see, minors. So I don't see any batters in the minor leagues here. Let's see how many players they have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just see if there's any You're not playing series. The only one I see is Mark Sullivan down there. So he didn't play in the series, so I'm going to demote him. And again, I think he might be the only one. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, at bats, I guess we can go by, maybe. So except for the pitchers, of course. So let's take a look here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We won't count Clemens. 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that's it for batters, unless I'm mistaken somebody. So 13, I count there. And I did count 13 here. Okay, so that seems to be right. So I think we might have to add a pitcher. We might not be able to, though. So, I might just put that guy back in, even though he didn't play in the series. I think he might have been eligible. He just didn't play. That's what it's telling me. Yeah, they're not playing series, so I'm not sure. But let's take a look at the Red Sox pitching. Where's the Red Sox pitching? Right here. So it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they only had 8 pitchers. Yeah, so I guess, I don't know. I just won't play those players, I guess, but I will put that guy back in just in case something happens. I don't know. So we'll promote him just so maybe the 86 season upgraded it to the actual rosters that were in the World Series. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we'll just go with this now. I thought there'd be more stuff like the 75 series with the minors and with the disabled list and all that stuff, but it doesn't look like there's much we can do in here anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so let's go here. Alright, so let's look for the pitching. So in game 1, we'll go with the actual starters. So let's go into game 1 here. The Red Sox won 1-0, much of a pitcher's duel. So this one could go either way. So it's going to be Bruce Hurst against, well, we'll see who the Mets pick. Hopefully they'll pick Ron Darling. But Bruce Hurst, excuse me, will make the start for the Red Sox. Okay. Alright, so let's go with the Red Sox starting lineup. So Boggs, Barrett, Buckner, the 3 Bs, and Rice. Boggs, Barrett, Buckner, and Rice at their usual positions. Boggs, Barrett, Buckner, and Rice. Barrett, Buckner, and Jim Rice. Okay. And then Evans, Gedman, Henderson, and Owen. Okay, and I think those are all the correct positions. Should be. Yeah, shortstop, right field, okay. And there you go. Alright, so let's go with our lineup here. Let's see who the pitcher picks. So they're going to go, the Mets are going to go with Bobby Ojeda, who actually pitched in, oops, sorry, maybe game 2. No, Gooden pitched in game 2. So what game did he pitch in? Maybe game 3? Yep. So Ojeda pitched in game 3 for the Mets in the actual series, but the computer's picking him to pitch in game 1. Okay. Well, we don't control what the computer pick, so we'll just go with that as we did in the actual 75 World Series. Okay, so there we go. We got the Red Sox lineup. We're not gonna, I guess we could save it, but yeah, never mind. I'll just leave it like that. Good enough. Alright, so let's it's interesting how Tom Seaver is on the Red Sox roster here. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think did he actually pitch in the series? I don't think he did. But let me just check to be That's got me my curiosity peaked now. So let's go back to. Oops. Let's go back to the series. I don't think he did. Yeah, no, Tom Seaver didn't pitch. I didn't think so. Okay. That would have been ironic if he did. I definitely would have remembered that, I would think. Okay. All right. So let's go back to here. Just looked at for any case we need any pinch hitters or whatever. Looks like they used Mike Greenwell for a pinch hitter and Dave Stapleton as a defensive replacement at first, which would have been nice in Game 6. But anyway, all right, so that's the Red Sox lineup. And it's going to be against Bob Ojeda. All right, so we're just going to go with this right here. All right, I think we're all set here. I don't think we need the... Can we make this a little smaller? So we did play this on our Mac Mini before. Now we're playing it on a laptop, but I guess that's good enough. I just remember this being bigger and that being smaller over here, but that's okay. All right, so they do this a little differently. They put the box score here, and this is on a laptop, so it'll look a little different than when I did the Red Series, but it'll be sufficient. All right, so here we go. So let's go for the swing away. So the Red Sox, Bob Ojeda on the hill for the Mets. Ojeda was 18-5 in the actual season with a 217 and third innings pitched. ERA of 2.57. Lefties, very stingy against lefties, only hit 150 against them. And righties, 242. Whip of just 1.09. In those 217 and a third innings, he walked 52 and struck out 148 and allowed 15 homers. So for the Red Sox, the lineup against him is going to be Wade Boggs, the third baseman, will lead it off. Marty Barrett, the second baseman, will hit second. Bill Buckner bats, the first baseman, hits third. Jim Ed Rice, the left fielder, bats fourth. Dwight Evans in right field will hit fifth. Rich Gedman behind the plate hits sixth. Dave Henderson, the center fielder, bats seventh. Spike Owen, the switch hitting shortstop, hit eighth. And Bruce Hurst, the lefty pitcher, on the hill. And again, this is a year of the National League where you had the bat in this World Series. I think they went odd even. I think that kind of a thing. Not sure. I know later on they did it by whoever won the All-Star game, but I can't remember how they did it then. I think they might have done it just every other year kind of thing. With there being no World Series and that strike year in between. That's why this is an even game and that was an odd game, 75 World Series. So that might have affected the rotation there. Anyway, so that's the lineup for the Red Sox. The defense behind Ojeda is going to be Mitchell in left, Wilson in center, Strawberry in right. The infield left to right is Ray Knight at third. Edwin Rafael Santana. The shortstop, Tim Tuffle, the second baseman, and Keith Hernandez, the first baseman. Behind the plate is Gary Carter. All right, so Boggs steps into the plate. Boggs, in 580 at-bats, hit .357 with 8 homers, 71 runs batted in. Walked 105 times, struck out just 44 times. On base percentage, .453, slugging .486. OPS of .939. Against the lefties, he hit .352, and righties .359. So it didn't really matter to Boggs whether you're a lefty or a righty. Anyway, Boggs steps into the box. .352, like I said, against the lefty pitching. Ojeda looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start for the Red Sox as Boggs gets a base hit to center field. So Hernandez will hold him on. Marty Barrett up to the plate now. Marty Barrett in 625 at-bats hit .286 with 4 homers, 60 runs batted in. .322 against lefty pitching. Ojeda looks in for the sign, looks at the runner, kicks and delivers. And that's going to be a base hit to center. Boggs will round second. And he will hold there, 68% chance. We don't want to run ourselves out of an inning, so we'll keep that at minus there. So the first two runners on for the Red Sox, first and second, nobody out. Bill Buckner hit just .218 against the lefty pitching. In the season, he hit, in 629 at-bats, he hit .267 with 18 homers, 102 runs batted in. Again, just .218 against the lefty pitching. Boggs and Barrett get their lead. Buckner up to the plate. Ojeda looks in for the sign, looks at the runners, kicks, and delivers. It's a hard grounded to short. Second one back to first, double play, and Buckner hits into the double play. Boggs moves to third, but now with 2 outs. But Jim Ed Rice up to the plate now, hit .351 against the lefty pitching in 1986. For the season, he hit .324 with 20 homers, 110 runs batted in. Boggs gets his lead. Ojeda looks in for the sign. Here's a wind up in the pitch to Rice. And that's going to be a base hit to left. Boggs will walk home. And the Red Sox managed to at least get a run. Inning not over yet, though, on the RBI single by Jim Rice. So they've already scored more runs than they did in the actual... I mean, the same amount of runs as they scored in the actual game. Alright, so Ojeda gets a sign from Carter. Rice looks like he's being held on, I think, by Hernandez. Yep. Evans up to the plate now. Hit just .228 against the lefty pitching. Surprisingly. .270 against the righties. .259 for the season in 529 at-bats. Hit 26 home runs and 97 runs batted in. Rice gets his lead. Here's the windup in the pitch to Evans. It's going to be infield range check. And they hit it to the guy with the best range. 30% chance of being safe. Hernandez dives for it, throws to the pitcher coming first. Bang, bang, play at first. 60% chance he's going to be safe. And he's in there. So Evans beats it out on the infield single. Nice diving stop by Hernandez, but Evans manages to beat it out. So again, first and second for the Red Sox, 2 down, 1 run already in. Rich Gedman, just a 186 hitter against lefty pitching. For the season, he hit .258 with 16 homers, 65 runs batted, and see if the Red Sox can add to that 1-run lead. Ojeda looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Tuffle up with it. Flips it to the shortstop covering. And that'll do it for the Red Sox. The Red Sox do manage to push across a run and lead it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. So Bruce Hurst on the hill, the lefty, was 13-8 with a 2.99 earned run average for the Red Sox in 86. 256 against the lefties, 256 against righties, so very even splits there. 1.26 whip. Allowed 18 home runs, and there's 174 in the third innings, allowing 50 walks and 167 strikeouts. So the lineup for the Mets is going to be Mookie Wilson, the center field, switch hitting center fielder, bats first. Kevin Mitchell, the left fielder, hits second. Keith Hernandez, the first baseman, will bat third. Gary Carter, behind the plate, batting cleanup. Dale Strawberry, the right fielder, hits fifth. Ray Knight, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Tim Tuffle, the second baseman, seventh. Rafael Santana, the shortstop, hits eighth. And Bobby Ojeda, the lefty pitcher on the hill, batting ninth. So the defense for the Red Sox, left to right, is going to be Rice, Henderson, and Evans. The infield left to right is Boggs, Owen, Barrett, and Buckner. And Rich Gedman behind the plate. So Hurst looks in for the sign. Wilson In 381 at-bats, hit .289 with 10 homers, 45 runs batted in. .296 against the lefty pitching. Here's the pitch by Hurst. And on the inside corner, the first strikeout of the game. So 1 down now for Kevin Mitchell. In 328 bats, Mitchell hit .277 with 12 homers, 43 runs batted in. I think the Mets are still paying Kevin Mitchell. Or that's Bobby Bonilla I'm thinking of, maybe. Anyway, little inside joke there. Okay, so Mitchell hit .307 against the lefty pitching. For the season, .277, 12 homers, 43 runs batted in. Is a pitch by Hurst. That's going to be a ground out to the left side of the infield. Owen has it, fires to first, wide throw. Buckner makes a nice stretch and catches it for the out. So 2 up and 2 down in the Mets first. That'll bring up Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez hit .312 against lefty pitching. Excellent. Against lefty pitching. Didn't matter. .312 against lefties. Hit .309 against righties. For the season, he hit .310 with 13 homers, 83 runs batted in, 551 at-bats. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be a hard ground ball up the middle. Barrett fields it, throws the first, and the Mets go in order in the first. So after 1 full, it's 1-0 Boston. So the Red Sox will have the bottom third of the order, Henderson, Owen, and Hurst up against Ojeda, leading 1-0. Henderson hit .267 against lefty pitching. For the season, he hit .265 with 15 homers, 47 runs batted in 388 at-bats. Here's a windup in the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit to center. So the Red Sox already with their 5th hit in just an inning plus, lead it 1-0. All right, so Spike going up to the plate now. Henderson being held on first. Owen will swing away. He hit .273 against the lefty pitching. .231 overall. With a homer and 45 runs batted in, 528 bats. So very light hitting shortstop. So Owen in the box. So Ojeda looks in for the sign, looks at the run, it kicks and delivers. 3-1 pitch. And he'll draw the walk. So the Red Sox first and second. Infield's going to play in for Hurst. There's just an .090 hitter. He is going to turn around the bunt. So Hurst squares early. Knight and Hernandez in on the grass. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, yeah. %30 chance of a success. Towards third, great bunt. Can't charge it, he's got it. Throws the first. And Hurst successfully does his job. And put runners at second and third with 2 down. Oh, sorry, with 1 down. Second and third with the 1 down. For Wade Boggs, who singled his first time up. 2 RBIs on the base paths for Boggs. Ojeda looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. And Henderson home, 58% chance. Oof. I'm going to go home. I'm going to send him home. So Henderson will score as the throw goes to first. And the Red Sox now lead at 2-0. Owen at third now with 2 down. So Boggs gets the RBI ground out. So that'll bring up Barrett, who reached his first time up. believe he's singled also. Yep. So Ojeda looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers the 1-2 pitch, and Ojeda gets his first strikeout. Misses a pitch in the dirt. The Red Sox add a run, and it's 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. So Hurst now with a 2-run lead. It'll be heart of the order for the Mets, Carter, Strawberry, and Knight. The kid hit 287 for the season. 287 against lefty pitching. 255 overall with 24 homers, 105 runs batted in for the cleanup hitter. Hurst looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Carter will draw the walk. So the Mets have their first base runner. Leadoff walk here in the second. So that'll bring up the dangerous Joe Strawberry. But not too dangerous against the lefty pitching as he hit just 209. Strawberry hit 259 for the season with 27 homers, 93 runs batted in, 475 at-bats. So Carter gets his lead being held on by Buckner. Hurst looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch to the straw. Takes a big cut and misses the pitch in the dirt. So Hurst gets another strikeout. His second. As he strikes out Strawberry, so 1 out and 1 on. Ray Knight up to the plate now. Ray Knight hit 379 against lefty pitching. For the season, he hit 298 with 11 homers, 46 runs batted in, 486 at-bats. Carter gets his lead. Hurst looks in, trying to keep him close. The pitch to Knight. And that's going to be a base hit. To left. Rice fields it, and he'll hold Carter at second. So the Mets got something going first and second with 1 down. Tuffle up to the plate now. Tuffle just 245 against lefty pitching. 247 for the season. 4 homers, 93 runs batted in. Runners get their leads. Here's the pitch to Tuffle. And that's going to be a fly ball to the left. Rice is tracking it down. He's there and makes the catch as the runners head back to their bases as the throw comes in the third. So first and second for Santana. Santana hit just 218 on the season with a homer and 28 runs batted in, 245 against lefty pitching. So Hurst trying to get out of any damage. Runners get their leads. Hurst nods his head, looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. And we're going to have an infield range check. Chop towards the pitcher. Hurst waits for it to come down. 45% chance to get him out. Fields it, throws the first, and just gets him. Gets him by his step, so a close play. Nice play by Hurst. And that'll do it for the Mets in the second. So after 2, it's 2-0 Boston. Alright, so it'll be Buckner, Rice, and Evans up for the Red Sox. Buckner 0 for 1 on the day. Rice in the hole. Ojeda looks in for the sign. Kicks and delivers. It's a high fly to center. Wilson calls for it and makes the catch on the lazy fly ball. So that'll be if Rice had an RBI single his first time up. Base is empty now with 1 down. He looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. And we have an error check. 14% chance of an error. Chopper towards the mound. Ojeda picks it up, fires to first, and gets him. So 2 up and 2 down in the Red Sox third. It'll bring up Evans. Evans 1-for-1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He appeals to C.B. Buckner, who says he went around. So that'll do it for the Red Sox in the third. So after 2.5, it remains Boston 2 and New York nothing. So Ojeda is the 110 hitter against lefty pitching. 113 overall. 71 at-bats. Hurst, full count pitch. Ojeda swings and misses at the pitch in the dirt for strike 3. So Hurst gets his third strikeout of the day. Top of the order, Wilson up now. Wilson struck out his first time up. Pitch by Hurst. Infield range check. Slow roll to short. Charges. 37% chance to get him. Fields it. Throws the first. And gets him. Bang, bang play there. Wilson thought he was safe, but no instant replay back in '86. So he'll have to live with the decision. So 2 up and 2 down in the Mets third. That brings up Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell 0-for-1 on the day. And we're going to have another range check on the infield. Line it to third. Boggs stabs at it. 66% chance to get him. But it'll get through. And the Mets have their second base hit of the day. So 2-out single by Mitchell. Brings up Keith Hernandez. 2-2 pitch. Hard grounder. Up the middle. Towards shortstop. Owen fields it. Flips the second to Barrett for out number 3. So after 3 full, it remains 2-0 Red Sox. That'll be Gedemu grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Ojeda pitches. Swing and a miss. Right to the high fastball for strike 3. So that brings up Henderson, who singled and scored his first time up. Here's the pitch. Error check. 16% chance of an error. Lazy fly ball to right. Strawberry's under and makes the catch for out number 2. So that'll bring up Owen. Owen 0-for-1 on the day. Sorry, walked on. No official at bat. Walked his first time up. Ojeda looking for a 1-2-3 inning. It's going to be a ground ball. To third. Knights up with it. Over to Hernandez. 5-3 on the putout. And the Red Sox go in order in the top of the 4th. So it remains 2-0 Boston as we head to the home half of the 4th. Carter, Strawberry, Knight up for the Mets. Carter walked his first time up. Here's the pitch, and he'll walk again. So Hurst has issued 2 walks, both of them to Carter. Being very careful with the catcher. Buckner holding him on. Strawberry up to the plate now. Struck out his first time up. Pitch by Hurst. And it's going to walk him. So 2 walks, straight walks, and it's going to be first and second, nobody out. For Ray Knight, who tore up lefty pitching with 379 clip. So Gedemu will go out to talk to Hurst, goes back behind the plate. Looks in for the sign, kicks and delivers. Tying runs on board. Full count pitch. And another walk. So Hurst will walk the bases loaded. Oh, man. What will the Red Sox do here? What should we do? I think we're going to play back. Try to get the double play. with the weak hitting Tuffle. Yep. All right, so Hurst looks in for the sign. Tuffle up to the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. Full count delivery. And strikes him out. Tuffle thought that was ball 4, but he'll go down on strike. So a big strikeout there for Hurst. So a double play can get him out of the inning this time. So Santana. So Hurst knows what part of the lineup he's facing now and will try to use that to his advantage. So Santana 0 for 1 on the day. Looks in for the sign, hoping to get a double play ball here. Here's the pitch. 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be a walk. So 4 walks. And Red Sox lead cut in half. So we're going to play the infield in with the pitcher batting. You're going to do that? I think so, yeah. 1-2 pitch, and it's a strikeout. So 2 down now. So Willie Wilson up to the plate now. 2 down though. Bases loaded. Here's the windup in the pitch to Wilson. Outfield range check. Line drive to center. Sinking quickly. Henderson charging. 76% chance of catching it. It's going to drop in. Wilson. Strawberry will score from third. Knight's coming around. But he'll hold there. So Wilson gets a bloop single, ties the game at 2. Kevin Mitchell up to the plate now, trying to give the Mets the lead. Here's the pitch. A big swing and miss. So the score remains tied at 2. So Hurst really wild that inning. Walks 4 batters and lets up 2 runs. And the game is tied at 2 after 4 full. So we head to the 5th, 2-2. So new ball game now. Hurst up in the batter's box. He'll hit for himself. And he'll strike out. As the backdoor curve froze him for out number 1. As Kellogg rings him up. That'll bring up Boggs. Boggs 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored. Here's the pitch. Oh, we got a bizarre play here. Borderline pitch. Kellogg calls it strike 3. Didn't look bizarre to me, but perhaps it was a bad call. So 2 down now in the Red Sox 5th. Barrett to the plate now. Barrett, I think 1 for 2 on the day. Yeah, 1 for 2 on the day. Way to winds and pitches. Ground ball up the middle. Tuffle fields it over to first. And that'll do it for the Red Sox. So 2-2 as we head to the home halfway through, the home half of the 5th. Hernandez to lead it off. Hurst winds up and delivers. Hit on the ground. To second. Barrett up with it over to Buckner. 4-3 on the putout for out number 1. That'll be up Carter. He's walked twice and scored. 3-1 pitch. And he draws another walk. Ooh, man. Ooh. I have a feeling that Hurst pitched a complete game, didn't he? No, Schiraldi. Too early to get Schiraldi up. Okay, all right. Stirring in the Red Sox pen, but nobody up yet. Carter on first. Strawberry up to the plate. And he gets Strawberry on the inside corner for the second time. So it'll be up Knight. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. 2 down now. Runner on first gets his lead. Buckner holding him on. Umpire check here. 30% chance of an out. And that's going to be a base hit. Carter around second. He'll hold there. Ooh, so Gedman not calling a good game, it looks like. So first and second, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Pops it up. Left side of the infield. Who's got it? Boggs under it and makes the catch for the out. So Hurst looked a little shaky this inning, but manages a 0 for the Mets, and it remains 2-2 as we head to the top of the 6th. So Buckner, Rice, and Evans, if anybody gets on Gedman. So Buckner 0 for 2 on the day. Ojeda winds up and pitches. Infield range check. Drilled down the line. Knight dives. 72% chance of being safe. Can Buckner beat it out? Diving stop. And Buckner, who does not have very good wheels, is retired for out number 1. Nice play by Knight. So then we have Rice to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. To third. Knight fields it. Over to first. And Hernandez makes a nice stretch for the out. So 2 down now for Evans. Ojeda winds up and delivers, and Evans strikes out again to end the inning. There remains 2-2 as we head to the home half of the 5th. It's going to be Santana, Ojeda, and Wilson up for the Mets. And 1-2 pitch by Hurst. Strike 3. Gedman foul tip as Gedman hangs on for out number 1. So he just struck out twice. Up to the plate now. 3-2 pitch. Strikes out once again. The pitch in the dirt for out number 2. So that'll bring back to top of the order. Mookie Wilson is 1 for 3 on the day. Payoff pitch. Oh, we have a bizarre play. Close pitch. Kellogg takes it. Calls it strike 3. Wilson doesn't like the call. He's letting him know about it. Better be careful. It's Kellogg. And Kellogg gives him the heave-ho. So Mookie Wilson gets thrown out of the game. Wow. Ooh, so Lenny Dykstra is going to come into play center as Wilson gets thrown out. So they don't lose anything defensively as Dykstra is excellent center fielder. And offensively, they don't lose much either. 295, 8 homers, 45 runs batted in. So good. So thankfully they have somebody just as capable backing him up. All right, so Gedman up to the plate now for the Red Sox. It'll be Gedman, Henderson, and Owen. If anybody gets on Hurst. McDowell is ready in the pen for the Mets, just in case. All right, we got to keep an eye on that. So if it looks like Hurst is going to get up, we're going to have to get somebody up in our pen. All right, so Gedman up to the plate now. Gedman 0 for 2 on the day. Red Sox with 5 hits, Mets with 4. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. Takes a big cut and misses. Out number 1. So Henderson up to the plate now. Henderson 1 for 2 on the day. 1-2 pitch. And back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 7th for Ojeda. Seems to be getting stronger as the game goes on. So Owen up to the plate now. He's walked and grounded out to third. Full count pitch. And that's going to be a base hit down the line. Owen rounds first, goes into second. He's going to have himself a double, so we got to get somebody up in the pen here. Ooh, 7th inning, huh? Joe Sambito. Who's coming up for the Mets? Cancel. So for the Mets, it's going to be righty, lefty, righty. Mitchell, Hernandez, and Carter. Ooh. So who's good against the righties? Do we bring in Schiraldi this early? Can't bring in Tom Seaver. Al Nipper's a starter. Bob Stanley. Oof. Oof. I guess we got to get Calvin Schiraldi up. All right. This might be our 9th inning here, so we're going to substitute. We're going to substitution. All right, so I think we're going to have... No, we can't have Mike Greenwell. He's a lefty. Dave Stapleton? Oh, Dave Stapleton did not have a good year. Tony Armas. I think we have to. All right, so Tony Armas. Did Tony Armas actually play in the series? I don't know if he did, or was he an injured? I'm gonna go take a look here. He did. He got an at bat. Okay, so at least he got an at bat. But I think I think he's our best bet right now for pinch hitting against the lefties. So let's go OPS against the lefties. Yeah, he is. Or Don Baylor. Was Don Baylor injured for the series? Don Baylor might have been injured. No, he played. All right, do we want Don Baylor or do we want Tony Armas? That's the question. We have a runner in scoring position. We need a base hit. What about the slugging here? Don Baylor is... I'm going to go with Don Baylor. How's Don Baylor against power against lefties? I'm going to go with Don Baylor. So Don Baylor is going to pinch hit for Hurst. All right, so Don Baylor, the veteran, hit just .230 against the lefty pitching, but hit .238 for the season with 31 homers, 94 runs batted in. So go-ahead run on second. Ojeda looks in for the sign. Owen gets his lead. Here's the windup and the pitch. Baylor takes he's frozen. Unable to swing. And gets him. Alright, so Calvin Schiraldi is ready in the pen. All right, so Calvin Schiraldi coming in a little earlier than usual. Here in the bottom of the 7th, game tied at 2. So Mitchell, Hernandez, and Carter. Mitchell, 233 against righty pitching. Schiraldi on the season was 4-2 with 51 innings pitched. Had an ERA of just 1.41, allowing 5 home runs, 15 walks, 55 strikeouts, whip of 1. Lefties hit just 170 against him, and righties 235, so a very good season. So Schiraldi looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch to Mitchell. Strikes him out. Strike 3. So Keith Hernandez has grounded out 3 times so far. 309 against righty pitching. A windup in the pitch. And another strikes out. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt of Gedman. So Schiraldi comes out dealing with the cheese. So it'll bring up Gary Carter. Carter he's walked 3 times against Hurst. Here's the windup in the pitch. Dow warming up again in the pen. And it's going to be a base hit. Through to left field for base hit. So Carter on all 4 times, 3 walks, and now a single. Strawberry up to the plate now. Carter representing the go-ahead run at first. Fans on their feet. Strawberry had a rough time against Hurst. Walked once and struck out twice, but did score a run. Here's the windup in the pitch by the righty. Pops it up on the right side of the infield. Who's got it? Barrett's under it and has it for the out. So Schiraldi pitches a scoreless 7th. Alrighty, Boggs up to the plate. Top of the order for the Red Sox. It'd be Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner against Ojeda. Back out there for inning number 8. Ojeda getting stronger as the game goes on. So Boggs 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Here's a windup in the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Let's see what stays in play. 29% chance it's going to get in the stands. Keep going. And that'll be in the stands. Just not enough room. Just out of the reach. So Boggs back in the box. Ojeda toes the rubber. The pitch to the plate. High fly to center. Dykstra sizes it up. And then makes the catch for out number 1. So that'll bring up Barrett, who's 1 for 3 on the day. That's going to be a ground ball. Chopper to third. Knight picks it up. Guns it to first. Wide throw. And Hernandez makes a nice stretch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for Buckner, who's 0 for 3 on the day. 3-2 pitch. Outfield range check. Buckner takes a swing. Sinking line to left. In comes Mitchell. 74% chance it's going to fall in there. And it'll drop in. So Buckner with a 2-out single. Representing the go-ahead run. Rice up to the plate. Already has an RBI today. Oh, McDowell's in there. I didn't even see that. Sorry. Not sure when they made the switch, but McDowell in there pitching. McDowell for the season was 14-9 with 22 saves. 128 innings pitched. ERA of 3.02. Struck out .865. Walked 42. 4 home runs. And a whip of 1.16. 247 against the lefties. 211 against the righties. So Rice hit 313 against the righties. McDowell looks in for the sign. Buckner being held on by Hernandez. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's hit to the left center gap. That's going to get down. Buckner rounds second, rounds third. And Buckner will score all the way from first. Buckner giving it all he had. And the Red Sox lead now 3-2. So, Red Sox got one in, looking to add on. Evans up to the plate now. Evans 1 for 3 on the day. Carter goes up to talk to McDowell. Roscoe still warming in the pen for the Mets. Here's the windup in the pitch. That's going to be a hard ground ball to up the middle. Right at second. Tuffle fields it, throws to first, and gets him. But Jim Rice gets his second RBI of the day, an RBI double, scoring Buckner, and the Red Sox lead it back on top, 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Schiraldi back in there. Whew. Ooh. And we got to get somebody warming in the pen. It's the bottom of the order, but it's all righties, so let's get somebody else warming just in case. Oh boy. Okay, all righties. Steve Crawford? Crawford is a reliever, right? Yeah. Yeah, he wouldn't have started. Okay, so he's not a starter. I didn't think so. Okay, so Steve Crawford is going to get up and start loosening up in the pen for the Red Sox. Schiraldi back on the hill. It'll be Knight, Tuffle, and Santana then the pitcher spot. So Knight, 2 for 2 on the day. Hit just 243 against righty pitching. Schiraldi looks in for the sign. Here's a windup in the pitch tonight. Infield range check. Drilled down the line. Buckner dives for it. Oh no. 61% chance to get him. Makes the play himself and beats him to the bag. So a nice defensive play by Buckner. Yes. Nice defensive play by Buckner in the World Series. Okay. We will make the change if the 9th inning comes and Buckner's still out there. Yes. We will not let that happen. All right, so Tuffle up to the plate now with a 1 down, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Another range check. Garner in the hole at short. Owen dives for it. 60% chance to get him. And deflects off his glove. Nope. So infield single for Tuffle. Buckner holds him on. Santana up to the plate now. Just 199 against righty pitching. Toes the rubber. And Wally Backman's going to come in to be a pinch hitter. So Backman, 320 for the season with a homer and 27 runs batting and 387 at-bats. Tuffle being held on by Buckner. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, another infield range check. Don't like these. Barrett stretches for it. 86% chance to get him. Nice pickup. Off balance a second and gets the lead runner Tuffle for out number 1. So nice play. So I'm sure McDowell will be brought back for a pinch hitter. Ed Hearn. Interesting. Ed Hearn hit 265 for the season. 4 homers, 10 runs batted in. 250 against righty pitching. Schiraldi looks in for the sign. Trying to get out of it, preserve the Red Sox lead. Being held on by Buckner is Backman. Oh no, umpire check. no. Oh, God. Come on, block it. Block it, Gedman. Ah, nope. Uh-oh. This is reminding me of the series. Alright, so Backman now tying run in scoring position. Hearn back in the box. And it's a line drive. Caught by Owens. Whew. Alright, so they immediately put the Boston pitcher as being tired and warmed up. Yeah, I don't like this warm-up system in this game. Definitely do not like it. I like this game a lot, but that's one of the things I don't like about it. Alrighty, so we head to the top of the ninth with the Red Sox with a 3-2 lead. Alright, we got to keep track here. We can't let Schiraldi pick the bottom of the ninth. We got to get somebody else up and warming. Probably be Steve Crawford. I don't know, we'll have to see. Take another look at it. Alright, so Sisk is in there for the Mets. Sisk with 4-2 record for the season. 306 earned run average. Is that Tommy Sisk? Doug Sisk. 1 save. 70 2/3 innings pitched. Walked 31, struck out 31. 1.53 whip. 265 against lefties, 295 against righties. Gedman 282 against righty pitching. Gedman steps in the box. Here's the windup in the pitch. Draws the walk. Okay, so what do we do now? Do we do a substitution here? Who is our backup catcher? I think it's Mark Sullivan. Oh, Ed Romero, I think is. I believe Ed Romero is our backup. No, he's second and third. Is Mark Sullivan a catcher? He is. Quincy, Mass. Interesting. I think he might be the only... Oh boy. Big decision here. Let's take a look at... Okay. Let's take a look at Gedman. Gedman not very fast. Oh, 3 to 10. 10 is the best. It's an important run out there. Well, we'll see. If he gets in the scoring position, we're definitely gonna... But, oh man. Henderson, probably not a good bunter. C, huh? Alright, do we have any good runners we can put in there? Running. No, not much speed on the Red Sox, and they're already in there. Armas, Don Baylor, nope. Alright, we're going to have to leave Gedman in there. Fortunately, the Red Sox do not have much speed on this team. Alright, so we're going to have to leave it like this. Henderson is just going to hit away, I think. Yeah, we don't want to hit and run, so just swing away. So Henderson up to the plate now. Hard ground ball. This could be 2. Yep, double play. Alrighty there. Spike Owen up to the plate right now. Owen has doubled and scored the go-ahead run. 2-1 pitch. And Owen's going to get himself another extra base hit. Well, thankfully, because I didn't have anybody warming up. Because we definitely got a pinch hit. Okay, so we got to get somebody warming up in the pen. So let's take a look. Schiraldi, I'm pretty sure, was the closer. So let's take a look at the Red Sox batting. Sorry. Okay, so let's take a look at the Red Sox actual pitching and the saves. I think it was Schiraldi was their closer. Joe Sambito. All right, Sambito's gonna. Okay, yeah, Sambito's gonna start warming up in the pen. Oh God, he was bad against the righties though. Oof, I don't know if I don't think I want him in there now though. Crawford. I think I'd rather have Steve Crawford in there. So yeah, he's just not. Sambito's just horrible against on base percentage. How is he against the lefties though? He's excellent against lefties, though. All right, I'm going to get both of them warming up. Ooh, hold on there. Sambito. That's Sammy Stewart that's in there? Okay, let's, whoops, undo, cancel. Bullpen. Bullpen. That is Sammy Stewart. Interesting. Yeah, he's not good either, though. Yeah. Oh, he's not good against lefties either. I got to warm up both guys. Okay, we'll make a decision. I'm going to have to go batter by batter. All right, so Schiraldi up to the plate now. Schiraldi will be pulled back for a pinch hitter. And who will be the pinch hitter? It's got to be Tony Armas, I think. Who's in there? A righty. Base percentage against the righties. Mike Greenwell. I think we're going to let Greenwell. Not great against lefties, but good against righties. I think on 4-4, we're going to bring in Mike Greenwell. Yeah, we're going to give the kid a chance here. Mike Greenwell, pinch hit for Schiraldi. All right, so Mike Greenwell comes in to pinch hit. Let's see if they stay with. Have they got anybody in the pen? They don't. Okay, good. All right, so Greenwell, chance to add to the Red Sox lead here with a base hit. Owen gets his lead at second. Sisk goes in with the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. Mike Greenwell on the season hit .314 with 4 RBIs and just 35 at-bats. Getting a chance here. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, error check. Come on. 16% chance of an error. Drop in, drop in, drop in, drop in. Yeah. And Greenwell is retired on the fly out to right. All right, it'll be the top of the order. Dykstra, Mitchell, and... Okay, so it's going to be... We got a couple of lefties in there. Who is better against the lefties, on base percentage lefties? Joe Sambito. We're going to bring in Joe Sambito. Joe Sambito will come in for Greenwell. Of course. All right, so Joe Sambito in there. 4.84 ERA, 2-0 record, 12 saves, 44 and 2/3 innings pitched, 4 home runs allowed, 16 walks, 30 strikeouts. Very tough against lefties, hit just 200, but righties 368, so we got to be careful here. So Dykstra cannot reach. He's got to get Dykstra. So Dykstra with his First at-bat of the game after coming in after Mookie Wilson got thrown out, arguing balls and strikes. So Zambito looks in for the sign from Gedman. The lefty kicks and delivers. And it's going to be Lee Mazzilli coming in. Wow, Lee Mazzilli, the veteran. Just one, he's a righty. Okay, well. But he's only hitting 173 against lefties, so each one weak against their counterparts there. Against their opposite arm and batting. So let's see what happens here. So Mazzilli for the season was 276, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. Zambito looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Zambito gets him a big strikeout there. Strikes out Mazzilli. Whew, that was big. Okay. So Mitchell, 0 for 4. Oh, 1 for 4? 1 for 4. Oh, boy. Zambito looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. 3-0 pitch. Draws the walk. Oh, no. Keith Hernandez. 3-12 against lefties. Mitchell being held on by Barton, representing the tying run. 3-2 pitch. Outfield range check. Oh, God. Sinking quickly. Henderson on the run. 76% chance of catching it. And he catches it. Nice catch by Henderson. All right, 2 outs now for the kid, Gary Carter. Zambito looks in for the sign. Mitchell gets his lead. Delivers. Hard ground ball. Boggs picks it up, rifles the second. Goes the short way, and that will do it as the Red Sox survive and win 3-2. And Zambito will get the save. All right. Woo, man. Let's take a look at the box score. So the Red Sox with 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Mets with 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. All right, so let's take a look at the pitching first. For the Red Sox, Bruce Hurst goes 6 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 6 walks, so he was wild. But did get 10 strikeouts. And 28 batters faced. Calvin Schiraldi gets the win. Pitched well in relief. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 2 strikeouts. Facing 8 batters. Did not allow a run. And the veteran Joe Zambito comes in, pitches a scoreless 9th. Allowing no hits, walking a batter, and striking out a batter to get the save. So for the Mets, Bob Ojeda pitched well. Didn't start off too well, but settled down and was strong for a while until he let up that double to Spike Owen and then the single by Rice. So 7 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, facing 30 batters. Roger McDowell came in, pitched a 3rd of inning, allowing 1 hit. And Sisk comes in, pitches an inning, allowing 1 hit, 1 walk, facing 4 batters. Ojeda takes the loss 0-1. So for the Red Sox, the hitting star got to be Jim Rice, 2 for 4. 2 big RBIs, 1 in the first, and then the go-ahead run, ended up being the winning one in the 8th inning. So 2 RBIs for Rice. So Rice probably is going to be the MVP of the game, 2 for 4 there. Spike Owen also had 2 big doubles. I think both of them with 2 outs, or at least one of them was anyway. So Spike Owen with a pair of doubles. Yep. Other than that, the Red Sox managed 9 hits. The Mets just 6. So the Red Sox will take game 1. Let's take a look at the summary here. So we'll take a look at the box score here. I mean, at the play-by-play. Red Sox scored 2 runs in the top of the first. I'm sorry, 1 run in the top of the first, 1 run in the top of the second. The Mets scored both their runs in the bottom of the fourth, and the Red Sox scored the winning run in the 8th. So if you want to stop this, go ahead. The green highlights the RBI scoring plays. And the Mets with their big inning there. Hurst allowed 4 walks. As the Red Sox top. Jim Rice had a double. And Buckner scored. So Buckner was able to leg it out. And we should have probably pulled Buckner in the 9th for his defense, but we didn't. Thankfully, it didn't backfire on us. And there it is with Joe Sambito with the save, striking out Mazzilli, walking Mitchell, Keith Hernandez lined out to center, and Gary Carter grounded into a fielder's choice. And Mitchell out at second. So there it is, as the Red Sox win Game 1, take Game 1, as they did in real life. The actual score in Game 1 was 1-0. This was 3-2. Still a close game. But we'll see if the Red Sox can continue and take Game 2 also here at Shea Stadium. So take care and God bless. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when we upload the next game of this series. And check out our other simulator video games as well as other sports related games on the channel. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you for Game 2. Bye for now.